Hello friends, welcome to ProTalent, and this is our score booster English session number 1. There will be two kinds of English module will be available. Number 1 would be about vocab. My objective is to give you a good quality vocab with respect to your preparation in this score booster part. I will be in a position to cover some around 400 good quality words in this entire module. इस particular module में, score booster के module में I will be covering two important part in English. One is vocab और दूसरा part होगा reading comprehension, critical reasoning, grammar, English usage. ये second part चलता रहेगा और ये part के अंदर we will continue talking about score booster. And I'm sure all of you understand that it is very critical for all of you to work on our vocab module. हम लोगों ने एक vocab module डाला था आप लोगों के लिए 5 words per day. Please go through that and it will give you wonderful support for your preparation. Here I'm going to talk about 10 important words. हर वीडियो में 10 words होंगे और उसके साथ एक PDF होगी और उस PDF में एक छोटा सा प्रैक्टिस एक्सरसाइज होगा इन्हीं 10 words के साथ. Okay, now here I'm not getting into very much detailed about the words. To understand details about the words, please go through 5 words per day. यहाँ पे मैं थोड़ा सा तेज रहूंगा. ओके, चलिए लेट मी स्टार्ट टू टॉक अबाउट फर्स्ट वर्ड कॉल्ड अबेश. ओके, मैंने यहाँ पे पूरा खुली जगह रखी है ताकि आप इसके ऊपर अपनी नोट्स बना सके. आप इसी सब चीजों को डाउनलोड करें protalentdigital.com से और इसको आप प्रिंट करा दे. ओके, सो दिस इज अबेश. अबेश का मतलब होता है शेम होना. ओके, दैट इज एम्बेरेस होना, डिस्कम्पोज होना. ओके, सो बेसिकली क्या हुआ, someone who is doing some abashedly. ओके, मतलब शेमफुल मैनर में कोई काम कर रहा है. सो अबेश करना इज शेमफुल. ओके, सो यू आर एम्बेरेसिंग समवन, you are abashing someone. Okay, or doing an unabashed manner, which means basically without any shame. Okay, so this is unabashed, which is opposite of this, unabashed. Okay, okay, that is without any shame, without any shame. Okay, so I think this is an easy word for all of you to understand. This is abash. So abash का मतलब हो गया embarrass करना, shame करना, decompose. Okay, ठीक है, discompose, sorry, not decompose, it is discompose. Then you have a word called abate. Okay, now this abate and legal में you have a word called abate. Okay, so दोनों का difference, दोनों का मतलब अलग अलग है. This abate is lessen or reduce in intensity. Okay, the cyclone was abated when it landed on the land. Okay, so this is called abate. Okay, that is reduce in intensity. While abate is principally, you can say, inciting or invoke. Okay, invoke, किसी को क्राइम करने के लिए instigate करना, incite करना, invoke करना और provoke करना. This is basically called, you can say, एक तरीके से abate और उसके ऊपर से वर्ड निकलता है abatement. Okay, abatement. Okay, so this is how the word is. This is abate. स्पेलिंग ध्यान रखिएगा, दोनों के स्पेलिंग अलग अलग है. Abate is to reduce in intensity or lessen in the power. I think that's easy. Aberrant. Aberrant का मतलब होता है deviation from normal. Okay, aberration is deviation from normal. Okay, कोई normal चीजों से deviate होना, that is called aberrant, and therefore the word called aberration. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Aberration, that is varying from usual. So aberrant, spelling ध्यान रखिएगा. Aberration, aberration is aberration. So this is called aberration. Okay, so aberration is deviation from normal, departing from the right course. So when you see the stock market is behaving in an aberrant manner, so that means it is not behaving in a normal manner. So I hope this is very clear to you. So this is how the aberrant is. Next word is called abject. There is an abject poverty. Okay, this is abject poverty. There is an abject lawlessness. ओके सो इस तरीके से वर्ड यूज होता है. सो इट इज कॉल्ड होपलेस, इट इज डाउनट्रोडन, इट इज मिजरेबल, इट इज wretched, which is completely बुरा. So it is hopelessly bad poverty, and that's called, it is abject poverty, abject lawlessness. It is called, we can say, miserable lawlessness, or it is hopelessly bad. Okay, so abject का मतलब होता है hopelessly bad. Okay, so obviously this is not object. Okay, so object करना, that means you are doubting, you are questioning, you are saying रुको भैया, I don't agree. Okay, this is called object करना, this is abject. Okay, ठीक है, and do not miss it with reject. Okay, ठीक है, ऐसा कोई मतलब कंफ्यूजन तो है नहीं, बट फिर भी abject means hopelessly bad, downtrodden, miserable, wretched. Okay, so this is called abject. Okay, next is called abrasive. Abrasive means rough. Abrasive means rough. Okay, or someone is very crude. Okay, so it is basically an irritating manner. Okay, or tending to annoy someone, or overly very aggressive. This is called abrasive. Okay, so abrasive is irritating, tending to annoy, overly aggressive. That is called abrasive. Someone's abrasive behavior in the office will create a lot of problem for the, we can say, people around. So that's called rough behavior, irritating manner. ठीक है, बहुत बार कुछ कॉमेडी शोज अगर आप देखते हैं, वहां पे people have an abrasive manner. Okay, so that's an irritating manner. When celebrities, when they are, we can say, moving in airport, and if they are, we can say, behaving in an abrasive manner, people feel they are not good, they are not cooperating with the paparazzi. Okay, so this is how the abrasive is. Okay, next word is called abscond. Abscond का मतलब होता है छुपते हुए, भागते रहना. That is called abscond. To run away, to depart secretly, to flee. ठीक है, एक तरीके से वर्ड आता है fugitive. Okay, एक तरीके से वर्ड आता है fugitive. Okay, abscond. So we have Mr. Vijay Mallya. He absconded from our country. Okay, after committing all these economic offenses, he absconded from our country. Okay, he is called fugitive. Okay, so I'm sure you are aware that government of India has started with a new law, which is new act, which is called Economic Offender or Fugitive Economic Offenders Act. So here that word is referring to absconders, the people who are absconding. Abstain karna, you have to abstain yourself. That means you hold back from doing something. Okay, or you refrain. Okay, abstain is same as refrain. Okay, same as refrain. That is to hold oneself back voluntarily. Okay, so you voluntarily, you don't do that. That is called abstain. Okay, for example, doctor tells you something, doctor prescribes certain thing for you. Okay, so there is a word called prescribe, and there is another word called prescribe. Okay, so when doctor prescribes you something, okay, when doctor prescribes you something, you abstain yourself from doing that. Okay, so when you have a duty of care towards other and you abstained from performing that duty of care, that means there is a possibility that you have done a negligence. Okay, so that is how the abstain word can be used. So prescribe, you don't take that item. You prescribe, doctor prescribes something, you definitely take that item. So abstain, that is holding back, living in an abstinence. Okay, living in an abstinence, that is अपने आप को उन materialistic चीजों से दूर रखना. Okay, that is called abstain, to hold oneself back voluntarily. That is the meaning of abstain. And we have another word called abysmal. Abysmal word comes from abyss. Okay, abyss का मतलब होता है, you can say, a great depth. Okay, so this is abysmal, is very bad to a great extent. This is a negative word. Okay, so abysmal performance, which is very bad performance. Immeasurable. Okay, so that means something which is so bad that is it is considered to be not measurable. Oh, and that is how this abysmal performance will come into picture. Okay, so India couldn't perform well in the Olympics, so we may very well say that it was an abysmal performance by India in Olympics. But हालांकि इंडिया की सिचुएशन बहुत सालों से अच्छी थी नहीं, तो लास्ट ओलंपिक्स में हमने जो भी किया that was considered to be savior. Okay, so that is how the word could be used. Abysmal. Next word is called acquiesce. Acquiesce, that means to give an assent. Okay, so that is called to give an assent. To agree. Okay, that is called to agree. That means to give consent. Okay, that's called acquiesce. Now when you talk about assent, there are a lot of word comes with assent. For example, one is this assent, other is this assent, and other is this accent. Okay, this is accent मतलब type of a sort of pronunciation. आपके pronunciation कैसे है? That is called accent. And this assent is, this means rising. Okay, while this assent is to agree. Okay, so this is to agree or to give an assent. That is called acquiesce. Okay, and next word is called acrid. Acrid is bitter. Acrid, you can say hot summer. Acrid, hot summer. That means it is bitter, it is so irritating, it is so troublesome, it is sour to the taste. Okay, when there is an acrid taste, it is called sour to the taste. So बहुत बार आप चाइनीज आइटम खाते हैं और आपने देखा होगा चाइनीज आइटम के अंदर एक स्पेशल चीज होती है जिसका नाम है अजीनोमोटो. ओके, अजीनोमोटो, which is basically a kind of ingredient for monosodium glutamate. Okay, so Ajinomoto is sour to the taste, and all Chinese items gets into this sour to the taste, and over a period of time we develop a taste for this Chinese item. So this is irritating to eyes and nose. It is bitter. And next word is called adherent. Adherent का मतलब होता है supporter or follower, a person who upholds the leader. So जो leader को follow करता है उसको बोला जाता है adherent. I am an adherent to the constitution. So basically I follow constitution. ठीक है, I am upholding whatever is mentioned in the constitution. I am an adherent to the rules of the country. This is how people say supporter or follower. Admonish. Admonish is डांट लगाना. ठीक है, remember one thing, admonish is connected to scolding. Okay, so you'll have a lot of words like admonish. You can say reprimand. Okay, rebuke, censure, and criticize. Okay, so these are the kind of words available with you. So what happens in admonish? Admonish is oral warning and strongly criticizing orally. Okay, so that is called admonish. Reprimand is giving in writing. Okay, giving in writing, criticizing in writing, that is called reprimand. Rebuke, rebuke करना एक तरीके से scold करना. Mostly rebuke is also oral. Censure, censure is to criticize severely. Okay, criticize severely. Okay, that is called censure, which means official authority के द्वारा बॉस या कोर्ट या कोई ऐसी अथॉरिटी जो उनके नीचे जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं उनको सेंश्योर करना. दिस इज क्रिटिसाइज सीवियरली एंड दैट टू publicly. Okay, so that is how the word called admonish. And we have word called adulterate. Okay, so that is word called adulterate. That is to make something, but primarily to make it impure. Okay, so ध्यान रखना, this is to make something impure. Adulterated milk होता है, ठीक है, जिसके अंदर impurity होती है. To debase something, that is called adulterate. Okay, so unadulterated. Okay, so this is called unadulterate. Okay, so what is unadulterate? Unadulterate का मतलब होता है चीजों को impure नहीं करना. Okay, next is called adversity. Adversity is a bad luck. You are in adversity, you are in difficulty. That's an unfavorable fortune or a fate. Okay, you may be facing adversities of your life, but with Pro Talent by your side, I think you should not really bother about any of such adversity and just focus on your preparation of your this exam. So this is bad luck, difficulties, unfavorable fortune or fate. Okay, next is called advocate. Advocate karna, that is to support someone, in favor of someone, recommend someone. This is advocate. Next is called aesthetic. Okay, what is aesthetic? Okay, aesthetic का मतलब होता है pertaining to beauty, pertaining to art and beauty. That is called aesthetic. And I think there is another word which maybe confused with respect to spelling called atheist. Atheist का मतलब होता है someone who does not believe in God. Someone who does not believe in God. That's the meaning of atheist. And there is another word called ascetic. Okay. So who is an ascetic? The person who lives saintly life. Okay. Someone who has abstained himself. Someone who has abstained himself from all materialistic pleasure. That is called as ascetic. And aesthetic is pertaining to art and beauty, concerned with the notion such as beautiful and ugly. So aesthetic is beautiful. And next word is called affable. Affable का मतलब होता है friendly, cordial. Okay, someone having affable personality is a very friendly and cordial personality, pleasantly easy to approach. That's called affable. Okay, and next word is called affectation. ध्यान रखना, this is not affection. Okay, affection is a different word and affectation is a different word. Affectation means pretended, and it is pretending that you have affection. Okay, so that means that is called affectation. The pretense of actual possession, pretended behavior to make an impression, that is called affectation. Showing false affection, that is called affectation. Showing false possession, that is called affectation. This is how the word will be, affectation. Next word is called aggravate. Aggravate is to worsen something. कोई चीज को और ज्यादा सीवियर करना, उसको एक्सेस्परेट करना, ठीक है, चीजों को और ज्यादा परेशान करना, that is called aggravate. Okay, so after the attack by India on Pakistan, the situation or the tension at the you can say LOC was aggravated. That means it got worsened. Okay, so this is how the word would be. Okay, aggravate. Next is called aggregate. Aggregate means collecting together, total, combine. ये तो पता ही होगा. अब इसके अंदर रूट वर्ड है GREG, ग्रेग. ग्रेग माने क्राउड. ओके, ग्रेग माने क्राउड. इसके ऊपर से वर्ड निकलता है ग्रीगेरियस. ग्रीगेरियस का मतलब होता है someone who is very sociable, someone who loves to be in the crowd. That is the meaning of, we can say, gregarious is. So there is a word called egregious. That means we can say out of the crowd. Okay, chaliye, great. So with this, I'm closing this module. So do not miss out to take PDF from protalentdigital.com. वहां पे नीचे बिल्कुल PDF डाउनलोड PDF बटन है, वहां पे आप क्लिक करिए और वहां से आप PDF डाउनलोड करके उसके प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस फटाफट सॉल्व कर दीजिए. ओके, रोज का काम रोज होना चाहिए. ओके, चलिए, ग्रेट. सो विद दिस आई एम क्लोजिंग दिस. थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड ऑल द बेस्ट.